Astrology is the relationship between the celestial bodies and our experience. Our ancestors and cultures around the world have used it for thousands of years to understanding personality, to seek medicinal guidance, for astrometeorology and astrocartography, forecasting future events, and more. You see, the sky is like a mirror, and as above, so below. If you're anything like me, you were, or are still, skeptical about astrology, and if it should be given credence or not. Though interested in astronomy and astrology since I was a kid, I was doubtful about if astrology and the things I heard about it were true. It wasn't until about 6 years ago I decided to dig deep into it and either write it off or get more involved. I went to a free website, found my birth certificate, and generated my birth chart. I had no earthly clue what I was looking at. I spent about 6 hours researching as much as I could about it. What does this symbol mean? What does it mean to have Saturn in the third house? So on and so on. After the first 2 hours, my mouth dropped. I was in awe with how accurate it was and couldn't wait to learn more. I then did my wife's birth chart with the same amount of accuracy. I then did my sister's, parents', still 100% accuracy. I then provided readings to anyone who was interested at work and in my personal life. I was shocked that it was never wrong. I then began learning medical astrology and found every medical ailment I have ever had. I even did medical astrology readings for senior citizens, one of which told me I found things in her chart she didn't really tell anyone about. I also found myself dabbling with astrometeorology and astrocartography, along with future predictions and horary charts. Still accurate. At this point, I'm now 110% convinced that it's real. But now comes the question: how? Just because we cannot see how the astrology interacts with us, with our sight, doesn't mean it's not. For example, we call each other and interact with each other on our cell phones without seeing a physical connection between them. Astrology is similar. Just because we cannot see it, doesn't mean it's not there. I'm not going to say I know everything about this. However, there are many things about astrology that modern science can't explain. Nikola Tesla's famous quote about understanding the universe is, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Modern physics confirms that everything vibrates. Frequencies interact the resonance, and the planetary orbits create repeating energetic patterns on Earth. This is observable, measurable, and well established. In fact, there are published videos on the internet detailing the unique sounds and resonance each planet reverberates into the universe. I recommend looking them up. When two planets form certain angles, such as 45, 90, 180 degrees, for example, they form a mathematical ratio or harmonic. This is the same principle behind wave interference, musical intervals, and resonance patterns. These vibrational frequencies shape experience in the macro and microcosms. We as humans are resonant systems with our own biospheres. Our bodies contain many oscillators such as hormonal heart, brain, and circadian cycles. The external planetary cycles act as timing cues by entrainment, like how the light cycles regulate sleep, or how solar storms affect geomagnetic fields and human mood. Also, every planet has a measurable orbital period or frequency. For example, Saturn returns are typically 29 years, or the moon returns are 29.5-day cycles. Astrology interprets these cycles as psychological and developmental rhythms. At the end of the day, if you're skeptical, and rightfully so with all the disinformation spread about astrology today, I recommend giving it a try for yourself. Most of the skeptical folks I did readings for came back for more, and many stated it changed their lives, for the better. I want to thank you for watching this video and hope you found it helpful. Please note, consciousness is greater than astrology, meaning we have the ability to co-create with it and seek its highest expressions within our lives. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Have a blessed day. Namaste.